Legend of the Grasslands, Cape Buffalo and the Eternal War. In the brilliant dawn of the African grasslands, each ray of sunlight penetrates through the mist, creating a scene full of life. In that vast space, herds of wild animals move like living rivers, constantly flowing. Herds of zebras, antelopes, and giant elephants create a symphony of life. But in that flow, the most prominent are the Cape Buffalo herds, silent warriors, advancing like an invincible army. In the distance, lions lie prostrate on the grass, their eyes like sharp blades, watching the buffalo herds with deadly patience. Under the murky water of the rivers, giant crocodiles are quietly waiting, only to attack when the opportunity comes. This is the land of life and death, of uncompromising survival. Each step of the Cape Buffalo herd not only carries the power of nature, but also a story of will, solidarity, and courage. Weakness has no place here. With a muscular body, weighing up to 900 kilograms, and a pair of curved horns like sharp weapons, the Cape Buffalo is one of the most powerful herbivores in Africa. They live in herds, usually from a few dozen to hundreds of individuals, creating a unified block connected by survival instinct. The adult buffaloes always go first, leading the way through the arid fields, while the young buffaloes are closely protected in the center. Every day, the buffalo herd travels dozens of kilometers in search of food and water. For them, water is the most precious source of life. During the harsh dry season, the buffalo herd often has to go to the remaining rivers and swamps to quench its thirst. The bright African sun shines on the lush swamp, where cool water flows between bushes and tall grass. The Cape Buffalo herd, after a long, thirsty journey, has found an ideal resting place. Hundreds of buffalo stood close together, bending down to drink water, their heavy breathing mingling with the sounds of nature. But in the distance from the bushes, danger was lurking. A large pride of lions, more than 10 individuals, moved silently through the tall grass. Sharp eyes watched the buffalo herd attentively, among which a weak calf at the edge of the herd had already entered the target. When the distance was close enough, a leading lioness rushed out of the grass, her forelegs stretched out, her claws aimed straight at the young buffalo. The buffalo herd did not chase, but gathered by the swamp, checking the condition of the threatened cub. When all dangers were repelled, the buffalo herd continued to drink water, their vigilant eyes still constantly scanning the surrounding bushes. In the evening light, the image of the Cape buffalo herd standing steadfastly by the water showed the power of solidarity. On the grass, the wounded lioness still lay there, tired and helpless, while the leader of the lions hid in the bushes, his eyes full of caution and disappointment. The grassland, despite its harshness, once again belonged to the Cape buffalo warriors, those who had proven that no one could easily overcome the power of courage and collective spirit. In the harsh African grasslands, where life is always a matter of death, the birth of a buffalo calf brings a ray of hope. From the moment of birth, the calf embarks on a challenging journey, where every step is a testament to resilience and survival instinct. Cape buffalo breed all year round, but the most ideal time is usually during the rainy season, when the grasslands are full of green grass, food is abundant, and the environment is favorable for the new creatures. A female buffalo is pregnant for about 11 months and usually gives birth to only one calf at a time. The moment the calf is born is an emotional moment, but it is also when the greatest threats appear. The calf, weighing only about 30 to 40 kilograms at birth, is quickly cared for by its mother so that it can stand on its fragile legs within minutes. Its first steps are shaky, but an important start in the journey of survival. The mother buffalo stays close to her calf, licking the mucous membrane covering its body to help it recognize the scent of its mother and the herd. As soon as the calf can walk, the mother buffalo quickly brings it into the herd to protect it from predators. In Cape buffalo society, the calf is always placed in the center of the herd, the safest position. The larger adults form a protective circle, ready to use their powerful horns to block any threat. The early life of the calf is an important period. It learns to recognize danger signals from the calls of its mother or the herd leaders. Just a strange sound will immediately move the whole herd to protect the small individuals. In the first 6 months, the mother's milk is the main source of nutrition for the calf. But after only a few weeks, it begins to practice grazing, following its mother on long journeys. This not only helps it get used to food, but also trains its endurance for the herd's harsh journeys. But not all calves survive. Crocodiles, lions, hyenas, and even cheetahs lurk, waiting for an opportunity to attack. A calf that strays, even for a few minutes, can become an easy target. That is why buffalo herds are so tightly knit. As the calves get older, around 1 to 2 years old, they begin to learn from the herd how to survive, from locating water sources, finding food, to dealing with predators. Young males gradually become brave and independent, while females often stay with the herd to continue protecting and bonding with their families. In the harsh natural landscape of Africa, the birth and growth of each calf is a miracle. Behind each step they take is a resilient herd, where each individual is ready to sacrifice to protect the next generation. The grasslands, however harsh, are still places where life continues. And the Cape buffalo, with their sacred motherly love and strong spirit of solidarity, have proven that even in the most difficult circumstances, life always finds a way to thrive. Buffalo are not only warriors of the grasslands, but also play an important role in the ecosystem. Their heavy footsteps turn the soil, stimulating the growth of new grasses. They are also an important food source for predators, contributing to maintaining the balance in the food chain. The presence of the Cape buffalo is the heartbeat of the African grasslands, where all creatures are connected and interdependent. Serengeti, the world's largest grassland. Stretching over 30,000 square kilometers in East Africa, is not only a magnificent natural landscape, but also home to millions of wild animals. This land, with endless grasslands and horizons without end, has become a symbol of life and the pristine beauty of nature. Among the typical animals living here, the wildebeest stands out as a symbol of resilience and endurance. With a population of up to nearly 2 million, they are not only the dominant species in terms of numbers, but also the main heartbeat of the ecosystem here. Large herds of antelope moving through each valley, each dry river, create a vivid picture of life. They are endless adventurers, overcoming the harsh challenges of nature every day to maintain their life. Every year, when the rainy season ends, the Serengeti grasslands begin to dry up. Small rivers gradually disappear, leaving the ground cracked and food sources scarce. It is in these difficult times that the wildebeests begin their great journey, a nearly 500-kilometer migration across the border of Tanzania and Kenya. This is not only a journey of survival, but also the largest event in the wild, attracting millions of eyes from all over the world. On the vast grasslands, millions of wildebeest gather in large herds, stretching dozens of kilometers. These resilient adventurers are not alone. Together with them, hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles join the fierce journey in search of fresh pastures in the north. The migration becomes a constant flow, like living rivers crossing the dry lands of the Serengeti. As the first days of the journey progress, the wildebeest face fatigue, hunger, and the scorching sun. But that is only the beginning of the challenges. The young herds rely on instinct to follow the adults, learning to navigate the rugged terrain and avoid dangerous predators. As the horses thunder, they sometimes stop to rest. Sometimes speed up when they sense a threat. The wildebeest migration is not just a mass movement, but a symphony of life, where each individual contributes to the grandeur. The herds move into the golden sunset, each step imprinted on the Serengeti, creating an unforgettable image of an endless journey. The wildebeest migration is not only a journey in search of life, but also a harsh test of nature's resilience and survival instinct. Along the way, they face countless dangers. But the greatest challenge awaits at the northern border, the Mara River. This is the intersection of life and death, an inevitable threshold if they want to continue their journey to the greener pastures ahead. The Mara River, with its swift currents and rocky bed, is a formidable natural obstacle. But the real danger lies just below the calm waters. Giant crocodiles with sharp teeth lurk, waiting for the moment when the herd of wildebeests descends. Nile crocodiles, skilled predators, have been familiar with this migration for thousands of years. They wait patiently, knowing that this is a rare opportunity for an easy kill. As the herd approaches the river, the tension rises. The leaders, strong and brave, step into the water first, leading the herd. The thump of hooves and the splash of water fill the still air. The crocodiles charge, their huge jaws closing in on the unfortunate wildebeests. But even in these chaotic moments, the wildebeests continue to plunge into the river. Life and death intertwine with each leap. But the strong instinct for survival drives them forward. The survivors continue their journey, while the loss of some individuals becomes a source of life for other species in the ecosystem. The wildebeest migration, though harsh, keeps the Serengeti grasslands vibrant, balanced and alive through each generation. In the majestic migration of wildebeests, they do not travel alone. They are accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebras, their companions on the journey to survive on the Serengeti grasslands. Although they are two different species, wildebeest and zebra have developed a unique symbiotic relationship where each species benefits the other in this challenging life. Although both are herbivores, they do not compete fiercely. Zebras often choose young and soft grass blades, while wildebeests prefer harder and older roots. This difference in preferences allows the two species to coexist without depleting precious food resources. On the harsh journey across the Serengeti, herds of wildebeest and zebra move side by side, forming a lively flow across the vast plains. Young individuals of both species learn to survive through this cooperation, continuing the tradition of survival of their ancestors. The image of millions of wildebeest intermingling with zebras, all moving forward together, not only shows solidarity in nature, but also emphasizes a profound message. In the wild, cooperation is the key to survival. On the vast Masai Mara savannah, where the sun seems to cover everything in a brilliant golden hue, there appears the silhouette of an animal unlike any other creature. With its incredible height and graceful appearance, the giraffe is a prominent symbol of the savannah. But not all is as elegant as its appearance. The life of a giraffe is a series of silent but no less fierce battles. Amidst the vast grasslands, their survival depends on their ability to adapt and their amazing evolutionary characteristics. This is not just the story of an animal, but also the journey of a natural icon. Giraffes are not only the tallest animals on Earth, but also a masterpiece of evolution. Every feature on their bodies is designed to adapt to the harsh life of the savannah. Reaching heights of up to 6 meters, giraffes can reach the highest foliage, unmatched by any other animal. Their necks, which are over 2 meters long, are a vital survival tool, although cumbersome, as they take advantage of the abundant food resources of the tall acacia trees. The giraffe's body, from its long legs to its neck, is a perfect combination of strength and flexibility, allowing them to easily move across the rugged terrain of the Masai Mara. The giraffe's heart weighs up to 12 kg, creating extremely high blood pressure to pump blood to the top of its head. This makes them the animal with the most powerful circulatory system on land. However, high blood pressure also poses a challenge when they lower their heads to drink water. To overcome this, giraffes possess a special valve system in their jugular arteries, which helps control the pressure and prevent fainting. The giraffe's fur is not only beautiful, but also an effective camouflage tool. Brown spots on a pale yellow background help them blend into the light and shade of the savannah. On the Masai Mara savannah, the life of a giraffe is a series of constant challenges. To survive, they not only have to search for food, but also face dangers lurking from all sides. Acacia trees are the main food source for giraffes. With high nutritional content, young leaves on the canopy of tall trees are their priority target. The giraffe's nearly 50 centimeters long tongue has a thick membrane, helping them easily roll up leaves without being injured by sharp thorns. Despite their enormous size, giraffes are not completely safe from predators such as lions. In particular, young calves are often the target of predators. When faced with danger, giraffes use their long legs and sharp hooves to defend themselves. A kick from their hind legs can break bones or even kill an adult lion. Under the harsh sunlight of the Masai Mara savannah, the small river meanders through the grasslands as a precious source of life. For giraffes, this place is not only a source of water, but also a battlefield of life and death. Every time they bow their heads to drink water, they are gambling with their lives. Early one morning, a herd of giraffes were heading towards the river to find water. peaceful atmosphere was broken by the appearance of a pride of female lions. The lions, with the patience of master predators, quickly surrounded the herd of giraffes. They aimed at a giraffe that was separated from the herd. Suddenly, two lions jumped up and bit the giraffe's hind legs, causing it to fall to its knees. Taking advantage of the opportunity, another lion jumped up and bit the giraffe's neck, causing it to collapse. The lions, after a tense battle, finally won the spoils. They began tearing the flesh of their prey, each sharing the reward from the perfect ambush. In the wild, there is no room for mercy. The life of one species is often exchanged for the death of another, and today the lions won this merciless battle. Giraffes are not only solitary survivors, but also important links in the Masai Mara ecosystem. Female giraffes are pregnant for 15 months before giving birth. When they are born, their calves fall more than 2 meters to the ground. This does not hurt them, but is nature's way of triggering their survival instincts. The calves can be up and running after just a few hours, but they are still prime targets for predators. By eating the leaves of tall trees, giraffes help trees grow stronger, creating space and light for other plants. Their dung improves the soil, helping to promote vegetation growth and sustain the food chain. Every individual giraffe contributes to the delicate balance of the Masai Mara ecosystem, ensuring that this land continues to be home to thousands of other species. The elegant and resilient giraffe is a testament to the power of nature, but in a rapidly changing world, their very existence is under threat. Let's work together to protect these graceful figures so they continue to grace the Masai Mara skyline as a reminder of the beauty and power of nature.